Let's take a look at problem number 9. Number 9 presents us with the proportion that we're asked to solve. Remembering that in a proportion, I multiply the two numbers which are across from each other and set it equal to the multiplication or the product of the other two numbers which are across from each other. And I solve for my variable, which is x. I divide 0.22 and I divide the same thing on this side. Over here it cancels, leaving x by itself. Over here I cross cancel 11 out of both of these. 11 comes out of 22 2 times. 11 comes out of 55 5 times. And then I have 2 going into 4. 2 goes into 4 once. 2 goes into 4 twice. I then multiply 2 times 0.5 to get, actually this would move as well as this one. So my answer would be 10. Looking next at number 15, 15 asks us to tell what the shape is in this problem, and it is a trapezoid. Remembering that the trapezoid has one pair of parallel lines. How do I find the area of the trapezoid? Remember, the thing that's different about the trapezoid is it has two different bases. So in order to find its area, I have to average the bases and then multiply that times the height. So the bases are the two parallel sides, which are 8 and 5. To average them, I add them together and then divide it by 2. Which is 13 divided by 2. Which is 6.5. I take the 6.5 and I multiply it times 4 to find the area of the trapezoid. The area of the trapezoid is 26 meters squared. Looking at 16, 16 is a parallelogram. I find the area of the parallelogram by multiplying base times height. Remembering that the base is always perpendicular to the height. 5 is not the height of the parallelogram. 4 is the height of the parallelogram because that is what is perpendicular to the base. Multiplying 8 times 4, I get 32. The area of the parallelogram is 32 meters squared. Looking next at problem 17, it asks us to simplify the radical expression. I simplify the radical expression by finding a perfect square that comes out of it. The perfect square that I see coming out of it is the number 9, because I know that 9 times 6 is 54. The square root of 9 is 3. 3 square root of 6 is how that simplifies. Looking last at number 22 and 23, finding the volume of those solids. Number 22 presents us with the cylinder. And the cylinder has a diameter of 4 and a height of 7. Remembering to find the volume, what we do is find the area of the base and we multiply it times the height of the solid. The area of the base is a circle, which means we apply the formula pi times radius squared. The radius is 2. And 2 squared would then be 4. 4 times pi is the area of the base. The height is 7. And I multiply 4 times 7 to get 28. 28 pi centimeter cube would be my answer, because they said I could leave it in terms of pi. If they did not want me to leave it in terms of pi, I would then have to go through the process of multiplying 3.14 times 28 to get the decimal answer, which is why it's great that they told us that we could leave it in terms of pi. The last example is number 23 that we'll do together. It presents us with a triangle prism. The triangle that is given to us has the dimension of 5 as its base, and it's giving me this height over to the side of 4. And it's given me that the height of the solid is 10. And in this problem, we are in the unit of millimeter. Remembering that volume equals big B times H, where big B represents the area of the base, and big H represents the height of the solid. The area of the base this time is a triangle. The formula for the area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. The base is 5, the height is 4, and half of that would be 20 divided by 2 is 10. I take the 10, I multiply it times the 4 to get 40 millimeters cubed as the volume of the triangular prism.